be giving out the first medals of the 2026 IRA Championships.
Well, you say we, Dave, but I think you're the one that's presenting all the medals and getting to have fun with all the pronunciations of all these athletes' names who you've never met. It'll be a great time.
Yeah, I don't present anything, but I will try to read the names.
Yes.
And it's always great to see medals on the line, but races like that we just saw for a B final are just as serious for the athletes involved. They may not be happy about missing out on the A final, but when they line up against competitors, their only goal is to put in their best race, do honor to themselves and their school, and try to beat everybody else that's out there. So that was a good one. And now it's lane 1, Pennsylvania, lane 2, Princeton, lane 3, Harvard, lane 4, Cornell, lane 5, Columbia, and lane 6, Mercyhurst in the A final for the men's lightweight varsity fours.
It looks like this Mercyhurst crew have started very aggressively. They came third in the time trial yesterday, and they'll be looking to try and sneak a medal. They're the new contenders on the block, the new names on the block, as we approach this first minute, it looks like Penn are showing why they are the informed crew. They're wanting to be taking this first gold medal available of the morning, of the regatta, in fact.
Penn and Harvard looking strong early. Still a lot of race course to be covered. But there's a message being sent, and it's being sent very clearly by the top two, Harvard and Penn, on the lead. Penn by maybe a foot or so over Harvard, but not much in it there between first and second.
This stroke man of the Penn crew looking very long, strong, calm, collected, leading his crew. What fantastic shots we have as we're riding along with our leaders here from Pennsylvania.
Mercyhurst over in lane 6, possibly in third position right now, closely being tracked by Princeton.
And through that first 500, it was Pennsylvania over Harvard and Mercyhurst over Princeton.
All right, here's a nice shot of our crew from Harvard, who I think have just gotten themselves potentially out in front of Pennsylvania. We're going to zoom right in on Matt Lyons, the senior stroke seat out of Orinda, California, just staying very cool and composed in this Harvard crew. I said maybe they had moved themselves ahead of Pennsylvania, but gosh, I might have overcalled that. It's so close at the front of the field between Pennsylvania and Harvard. Maybe a ball between them at the moment. Really going dead level as we're coming through the second quarter now. Great matchup that we're seeing between these two Ivy League schools out at the front of the field, just looking to push away and break open water between themselves and Princeton in lane number 2. Is Mercyhurst just able to hold on to that stern deck of that Harvard crew? Oh, maybe just barely missing it with a little bit of open water, but not in a bad position. Nonetheless, Mercyhurst tracking this Princeton crew in that third place position very closely.
At 1,000 meters, it still looks like Pennsylvania and Harvard fighting it out. Those bucket hats that you like so much, Megan, in the bow pair.
They're back. We're so glad to see the bucket hat aura just driving on this Harvard lightweight crew. Again, almost nothing to call. Maybe from this angle, I would give it to Pennsylvania by a foot, as Dave likes to say. It's so tight, but we know that Harvard are so fast in the second 1,000. We can anticipate that this third 500 from the Crimson will be very rapid. And indeed, just as I've said that, have they just started to build the speed a bit in this Harvard crew to see if they can push on from Pennsylvania.
And it's this Mercyhurst crew in this near side who have pushed on. They are trying to mount a challenge on Princeton for that third place spot.
All right, just a little look of the eyeballs from Nathan Pappas in that Harvard crew to track their rivals from Pennsylvania, because it is oh so close as we're coming through this critical stage of the race. just coming through that third quarter now where things are really starting to heat up, and grit and determination, crew chemistry will determine who comes out on the right side of it. Gosh, things are getting really, really tight for that bronze medal as well. I mean, we're looking at Pennsylvania, again, currently challenged for either gold or silver against Harvard at the moment. But Mercyhurst and Princeton as well, really, really evenly matched for that third medal in this men's lightweight 4.
Saw that Penn bowman just take a glimpse and pulled a seat. Looks like Penn has just been able to get their bow a little bit separated from Harvard. Maybe that's the final blow in the race. We don't know what's in store for us. Does Harvard have another gear to find in that last 500 meters? It's gold and silver being fought out by Harvard and Penn. Bronze still looks like Mercyhurst, essentially level with Princeton. I don't know if those coxswains can even see one another. They're so far apart on the course. Lane 6 to lane 2, pretty big distance.
And it looks like Princeton, who are trying to mount a charge and put pressure on Harvard as Pennsylvania continue to stride out.
Yep, Pennsylvania have been very brave. They launched their sprint before the last 500 meters, and it looks like they're trying to blow this field apart with this move over in lane number 1. But look at this crew from Mercyhurst, who have come alive as well over in our sleeper outside lane number 6, closest to the camera, looking to track this crew from Princeton as they are charging hard against this crew from Harvard. Harvard need to go right now. Just as I've said that, they've started to build their rate in the Crimson crew. I think Pennsylvania might be out of reach for Harvard, but now they have to defend against this crew from Mercyhurst, and Princeton desperately trying to break into the medals as well.
Mercyhurst on the charge. They may be in there for silver. Mercyhurst really making a bid. Pennsylvania, I don't know if anybody even sees how fast Mercyhurst is coming all the way over in lane 6. What a charge.
Yep, I think you're right, Dave. I think Mercyhurst are on the move, and they're looking to challenge the podium and shake things up here. Right across the line, it is going to be Pennsylvania ahead of Harvard and Mercyhurst. Good to round out the podium. Princeton just miss out. And Cornell followed by Columbia. It's a good eye, Dave. You called it. Mercyhurst was really on a tear in those closing meters of the race. Here we're going to see the replay now. Pennsylvania went really early. They were brave, and they blew the doors off the field at that 1,500 meter mark. Left Harvard in the dust. And then Mercyhurst almost snuck into that silver medal position.
And a real shift from what we saw at the Eastern Sprints, where it was Princeton who won the third varsity A, lightweight third varsity A, and now members of this crew have gone into a 4, and same with Penn, and it looks like Penn were the ones who built this project, built this new exciting project, and now take home the trophy. So hats off to this Pennsylvania crew. They led from start to finish. They kept
just pulling in now to accept their bronze medal. In the men's lightweight 4, it's Mercyhurst University out of Erie, Pennsylvania. Kerry Manning, the coxswain. Looks like Carrie's going to get the medals to award to her crew, take her own medal. And from the stroke seat, the crew is Elias Petalidis, 3-man Ralph Casau, Marco Docenovic in 2-seat, and Bogdan Protik in the bow. Congratulations. Bronze medal, taking home the first medal from the 2026 IRA Championships. Next up, from Harvard University, The silver medalists